words make me forget. 5 years, no fear, I see you in a Cadillac. I don't think this can become a better day.
talk about these manga, these two stories in particular, because I finished this in one sitting. I mean, this one. So I'm gonna start with this. I have a few things that I want to say about this story, and I am familiar with Atsuko Yusen since she's also the author of the 𝚘𝚤 Sugar Days. However, I haven't read that, so I'm not that familiar with how she writes stories. Anyways, this is such a fluff. So soft and nice and fast-paced, considering it is a one-shot. Basically, the story is set in high school. We meet Enoki, which is this guy, who is a member of the computer engineering club, and at the beginning he is distributing flyers to get new members. The thing is that the club that Enoki belongs to has only 3 members: Enoki, who is a first year, Yudofu, a second year, and Aonegi, the club president. They are in a pinch since clubs with less than 4 members will disband, so they still need 1 more member. This is where we'll meet Shirataki, which is this guy, who is a former baseball player who quit due to shoulder injury. He applied for the club since he wanted to find something that interests him. He is the typical tough-looking high school boy, but he also has that soft spot. He was also the one who picked up a flyer that Enoki was distributing in the beginning. Since the story is fast-paced, there are like points that weren't elaborated that much, which I wished was talked about more in the story, just like when Shirataki's family problems were shared and how their mission to put it back together. Like, did it work or not? Because by the middle of the story, Shirataki's sister met Enoki and told him that she's heard a lot about him from Shirataki, and they went to a fast food chain, and that's where she said their family story, and from why their parents separated to how Shirataki injured himself. The club wasn't really talked about more in the story, like it focused more on these two, Shirataki and Enoki's relationship, which I didn't really mind, but I did wish that the mangaka gave more scenes about them, about the computer engineering club. Also, I didn't really feel that Aonegi had that kind of feelings about Enoki, like since when did it develop? It didn't really give that much background about it. I did like how they were able to open up to each other and naturally develop their relationship. It is such a cute story though that I enjoyed. I was smiling throughout. They were so cute together, and it's really nice. There is something about Enoki's personality that really influenced Shirataki, so overall I'd probably rate this a 4 out of 5 stars. And yeah, so next one is The Cat Proposed. Okay, to begin with, I have a high expectation for this manga, and it did not disappoint. Like, it was really good. I was surprised when I read this because this has like a dark theme, like suicide and suicidal thoughts, so if you're planning on reading this, just be aware of that. Art, phenomenal. It was such a beautifully drawn manga, and the details are no joke, so I really am amazed by how this manga turned out. So let me show you up quick. So this is like the opening page, and it's so nice. Like, the art style is just really good. See, it's so nice. Anyways, I'm gonna be giving spoilers if I open too much. In the beginning of the story, we meet Sota, who is this guy who is an overworked man and tired of his life. And while he was going home from work, he stopped by to watch a traditional Japanese play. And while watching that, something strange happened, and he saw one of the actors, which is this guy who is also the other main character, have cat ears. Basically, he can turn from cat to human. The cat spoke to him and said that he's already his mate, since Bakeneko doesn't want their kind to be revealed. If their true identity is revealed, there is a consequence for the Bakeneko and the human. Bakeneko is that person who can turn or shift into a human and a cat. I seriously have a thing for like supernatural stories that involve spirits and these kinds of themes, so it really piqued my interest. I'm not really sure if Sora turned into a cat, but the ending is just right. I did like the ending, which others may not, because I feel like it is more of an open ending, and then 𝚘𝚎𝚗, the mangaka, explained it on the author's note by the end of the story. I really love this because the scenes are really well played and well written, and it was explained nicely. The backgrounds of each characters, like how 𝐒𝐤𝐜𝐿 lives and their tradition. Actually, I have a page that really stood out to me, and it can be found somewhere around page 70 to 71, and I'm gonna read it to you. The stories I tell are fictional, but your life is not, and you only get to live it once. Work to live, don't live to work. So yeah. It somehow talked to me that I should enjoy more of my life since I get to live it once. And overall, I do recommend this, and I rate this a 5 out of 5 stars. Yay. So that's it for like a little first impression of the mangas that I've read recently. So yeah.
はい、先生。はい、ミュージック。